Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of DW20's Let's Play Mod Pack for 1.21. We're going to see how many different ways we can say that. Okay. Anyway, what's this? Is this episode 10? I believe this is episode 10. Cool. Alrighty. Just a couple of things. I did just a little bit off camera, not a whole lot. At least this time. As you know from the last video, I had a little bit of trouble with one of the clips I had done, and hopefully I'm paying attention to everything. Everything seems to be working right now. I had put up the structure of how I want the house, as you can see. And at some point we are going to go ahead and change out some of these blocks. Most of these are done in one of the chipped workstations, and you can make any of the chipped workstations and it'll work for anything: wood, stone, glass, it doesn't matter, clay, and you can get all kinds of designs like I have here. I've done the floor, and the floor is pretty much is the way it's going to be. I haven't really decided on what I'm going to do for everything else. Got to put a roof on it, obviously. We do have a little bit of a ceiling. And what I've also decided to do is I tend to record every day, or have a video available every day when I can. And those are going to be just your general gameplay, mostly create, because hey, create. And other stuff, but I want to do one extra video a week, probably on a weekend. I'm not sure yet when I'm going to do it, but I am going to do it today, where we're just going to dedicate that video to building so that we can get that done. It seems that people seem to like either seeing it being built, and I will explain a lot of what I did here and my thought processes and whatnot as we go in that video. And yeah, we'll go with that. I think that'll be a good thing to do, because I do like to build, but I don't really have anything in mind. But I also like to create things, and we need to do a lot of create. Today, we are going to build our storage system for create, and hopefully, the beginnings of the logistics system. We're also going to shear those sheep down there, and let's go ahead and do that now, because I want to get lots and lots of wool so I can make a couple of windmills. Oh, thank you guys. Just what I need. Let's get this. We got lots of sheep. I've been breeding them up, not too much, because they need to be able to eat the grass, and if they eat all the grass, they won't grow their wool. That's just the vanilla mechanic. Not a whole lot we can do about it. I think that's enough, because I've actually got quite a bit. I've been shearing them here and there. And I've moved this stuff back down here, but I've put it over here. This is, this, can't English today. Yeah, these are the building blocks that I have collected or made or whatever. These I've used as flooring. These I might want to use as some walls and stuff, and different woods and whatnot, just to get a glance to see how they are. Oh, and I've decided what I'm going to do with this room. This is going to be a teleportation room. There are various forms of teleportation, and I think we're just going to make this a place where we can go to different things. So we can try out different methods, including my favorite, which is the little portals that you can make from Ars Nouveau. And this, of course, the waystones. And I've got my warp stone that I made. And I moved my no soliciting sign out here. Makes sense. Okay, the kitchen is still here, but I'm not going to move it just yet, because where it's going to go has got stuff in it. As you can see, I've moved a lot of stuff. And I kind of went over this in my last clip, but had a problem with the clips. So this is what we have here, which actually was a good thing, because I was exhausted last night and I just couldn't stay up and do a lot of that editing. But I did want to get the thing out this morning, the video. Anyway, these are our drawers and our storage. And what we're going to do is we are going to move the drawers and create the create storage for our whole system, and it's going to be really, really cool. Okay, there's our little water wheels there. I changed this out a little bit, didn't do a lot, just so you can see it's now filled up, and this thing is very, very prolific, as you can see by this drawer. Okay, I've got this is a controller access point. This kind of piggybacks onto the main storage controller for the drawers so that you can have various things elsewhere as long as it's within range. Let me show you what I mean by that. Where's my YouTuber blindness? You can see this is my linking tool, and you can see the green around. That is the range of that controller. So we're going to put that back. And I put in on the controller a few of these copper upgrades so that we could reach out here. We're going to move it, but it's going to be a little closer, but it'll still reach. We may have to reposition it or relink it. This, instead of the big barrel, yeah, I can words today, I put this 2x2 drawer, which is gathering all the things that come from the oak trees. The main reason, or the first reason I should say, that I did this, the tree farm, well, I always do a tree farm, is so I can get some saplings. And the reason why I want a ton of saplings, let me go ahead and get that out of my hot bar, is I need to make a bunch of cardboard. So what I'm gonna do, do I have I'll move my keyboard a little bit so I'm not making weird mistakes. Do I have yeah, words, hopper? I do not, but I bet I can make one. There we go. There's our hopper. Let's see. Do we have a chest? Yeah, we have a lot of chests. I made a bunch of chests, so mainly because we're going to need them for our storage system. And what that's going to be, let's just put this over here. I'm going to put that on there and that on there. And we're just going to go ahead and put all these saplings in here. It's going to put them in here. Now, it's not going to do much once it's done mixing that batch, because there's no exit for it. And I could put a depot here, and we will get this automated. But what I want to do is make a bunch of cardboard, because I'm going to need that for some of the things, the packagers and stuff that we're going to need. Yeah, it won't let me sleep yet. And as you can see, I kind of built up the walls to the height that I would like to have this. The reason I want to have it this high is, one, create requires a lot of space. You know, it's very immersive and showy, like immersive engineering or like some of the mechanism stuff. So you need some space. So I put some walls up, just temporary walls. You know, they'll all be different. We'll have windows and stuff, and we'll have a nice roof on it and everything, but that's down the road. Right now we have a space. I went ahead and put the floor in. Lots and lots of digging of this deep slate, and lots of by hand. No, I used the exchange gadget from Dyer's Gadgets. No, I'm not doing that. I'm thinking about putting these ferro flare lanterns in the floor. Matter of fact, why don't we go ahead and do that while that other thing is working? Let's go ahead and put that there. This will probably, and the rest of my videos will probably be between 1/2 hour and an hour. I'm going to try not to go over an hour. If I do, I do. I mean, because I want to have the videos cover enough of the whatever it is we're doing, so you don't have to wait until the next day to get the rest of the video, as Paul Harvey used to say, the rest of the story. For those of us who remember Paul Harvey. Okay. I believe he was on 60 Minutes. You can still hear that ticking. Tick, 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 tick. So we're going to go over here, and I want to show you something else I did too. Well, a couple things I did. Let's go ahead and put this underneath. That way they're out of the way. And they will cover the basement as well as the top here. We may have to put some more lights up on top. I want to have a catwalk going around and maybe another floor for other things. This is where we're going to put our main place for the storage thing where you can access and run automations and whatnot. This is where we're going to put it right here. It may not just take this space up, but I wanted to delineate a space kind of in the middle here. I'm trying to decide where I'm going to put the big vaults. The nice thing about Create vaults is that you can make them very large and put a lot of stuff in them, but you can't access them yourself. You have to have something to access them. You can use a, what do you call, let me put that in there. Oh, that's the wool. So what is that? You can use AE2, you can use anything that has an export or a storage bus or anything like that. You can use Tom Simple Storage or anything to hook up to it, and you can access it that way. And I've done it in one of my last single player worlds where I was doing plastics and stuff, and I needed to do some fluid handling. I'm probably not going to do that here because I think I want to stick to Create as much as possible. We are going to do mob farms, but I want to do the this one, the mob grinding tools. This is one with the fans and the mob mashers and all that stuff, and you got to go find a chicken. We got chickens. Feed them, and you have the dirt and everything, and it also has this really cool thing with the XP solidifier and the XP drain. That's a lot of fun because every time I've made one of those, I've made an outhouse for it, and we'll do it again here because this is fun, and we're gonna probably need some stuff. So you can see we got a whole stack of cardboard. Let's go ahead and make a quarter of a stack of cardboard boxes, or not boxes. Oh, that's another thing I wanted to go over is the cardboard box by mechanism. Usually you can put that on things like the amethyst budding thing and the AE2 Certus crystal budding thing block. You can't do it for the geodes. It doesn't work. I tried it. Usually, a lot of people, they'll make a game that is just for testing things or test world and that. I use the game I'm in. So if we ever get on and you see I've left flight on, which I don't have it on now, or something's been cheated in or something, it's probably because I was testing something. In the gameplay, there won't be any cheating. Well, at least what I don't consider cheating. Okay, yeah, I will use home and back and little things like that, but I don't consider those cheating because they're part of the game. They were meant to be. Another thing I want to show you while that's mixing, I know I'm doing a lot of showing right now, but we're also doing, is this area. This is all the miscellaneous storage stuff I don't really want to have in a system because it clogs it up. And what we'll probably do eventually is put it in the wall so that it's not here, but I just wanted to get it out of the way. Got my Blaze Bloom goo, and I can't wait to upgrade that. And I need to upgrade all my tools and everything, but down the road. I put all this stuff, all this miscellaneous, my vanilla crafting or smelting, all this stuff. Well, this eventually will go away because we're going to do everything by Create. And that's going to be fun. All right, so I got all my building blocks in here, and just everything here. I've got my to-do list here, my notes, as it were. This is going to be replaced with a clipboard from Create. Now, we do have two clipboards in this pack, and one of them is Create, and the other one is from Mine Colonies. I don't think I'm going to mess with Mine Colonies this series because, let's go ahead and put that in there, because that is a big and resource intensive mod. A lot of fun. I really enjoy doing it, but I just don't want to. So let's go ahead and put that back in there. We've got some more pulp. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And these were just, whoops, wrong door. We're going to go ahead and just put in the system as they are because I can't remember because my memory. Put that in. We'll put that in there too. I'm going to show you one more thing before we get started on building some create stuff. And we're not stopping until we get a system. Now, I may have to cut and go do some mining or whatever so that we can get some stuff done. But I do want at least to have the storage and retrieval system done. Here's where our mine thing is, and I'm going to pretty this up eventually. But here, I put a gate here because I don't want mobs wandering in here, particularly creepers. Down under here, if you look up there, that goes up to where that area is that we are going to have our retrieval system there. I dug this out, and this is going to be part of the basement. Eventually, the entire basement underneath the house and underneath the workshop is going to be dug out and be a huge basement, but not right now. Right now, I just need a place to put things. But what we need to do is to build the parts to do this. And the first thing I'm going to build is a windmill. Because as you've seen on that stress meter over there, stressometer, I don't know how you would pronounce it, it doesn't matter. You will see that that it's almost getting to where it's going to get stressed out. We don't want it stressed out. We want it nice and calm. What I'm going to do is build a windmill. So what we need first is a windmill bearing. And I know I have it over there, but I forgot. Okay, we need some of our create stuff. And I forgot that I left it over here. We're not going to rush. We're going to go ahead and make this a long video if we have to, but we are going to, let's see, what else do I need? Those shouldn't be in there. What is that? Cardboard shouldn't be in there. Let me grab those, and let me grab some more of these. Right, okay. Just forgot what I was saying. I guess it wasn't important. You're going to get a lot of that on my channel. I'm sorry. I'm old. 61 years old. It's not so much my age is causing a problem. It's that I do have brain damage, and I've had a lot of trauma and stress. So, let me grab that. So, it's really caused some problems with my level of thinking and whatnot. Another thing I think I want to make, if I can, real quick, and I think I take it out here, I want to make some create scaffolding. I like it because it's not limited as to when you build it up and then you go out. It's not limited as to when you go out. The trade-off there is that when you punch the bottom one, all of them don't fall. So, oh, in here, come on. Let's see. Yeah, see here you can make table covers, which awesome. Oh, the new stuff is so great. So let's make some of these. I think I want a stack. I don't think we need a stack. Let's just get that many for now. All right, we're going to do that. And I like these for building and create. All right, we are going to need, we got that. Don't want too much in here. I'm going to leave this stuff in here because we're going to need it in there. Then we're going to need some kind of block for the front of it. We're going to need shafts. We're going to need our, you can see I got a bunch of stuff in here I want to do. Oh, this is the other thing I want to do too as well, is an iron farm from Easy Villagers. We can do that real quick, but let me get a windmill going first. We're going to need a little over 2 stacks. I think you only absolutely need 2 stacks of windmill sails. But I want to, in order to, let me back up. Where's my bed? For the windmill, you have to have at least 8 sails or 8 blocks, like I think you have to have the wool or something, to make the windmill go and generate stress power. There's a minimum one that you'll get a notification that you've got the minimum or the maximum. Like I said, I have mine turned off because they just get in my way, and it startles me getting that noise. And the maximum, which I think is like a little over 8,000 stress units, I believe it is. We'll find out when we get there. Is when you have the maximum number of cells. You can have more than that. You can use other things like fence and any blocks you want, really, and you can glue them together and have a nice windmill. I like to use the sails because the sails you don't need the glue. So let's go ahead and hopefully we have enough of this stuff. Okay, let's see. Let's get... I don't want to shift click because then it's going to take all my stuff, and I don't know if I want that many right now. So we're just going to have to... Okay, that's one stack. I'm going to go ahead and get the 8 extra. And you can dye these things. And what's really cool about the dyeing of these things, or the belts in Create, is when you use a dye on anything, you just, right click on it. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and click out of that. You don't use up the dye. So if you have one of each dye and you want to make a multicolored thing, or whatever, you can, what you can do is you just click on any of the ones you want, or if you click and hold it, it'll color the whole sail or whatever, and it won't use up your dye. It's really cool. Let's see, do we have any dyes? We don't. We have green. Let's do green to start with. That's my favorite. Actually, cyan is my favorite color. Do we have any? No. Let's see. Lapis. Let's go ahead and do a lapis because, like I said, I like this color. We're going to do that. Take that out. Put that in, and there's the cyan dye, and I'll show you how that works. So we're going to go out here. Anything moving in Create requires stress units to work. And I think what I want to do is kind of put it over here somewhere. So we're going to just go ahead, just like in the other stuff, go ahead and put this like this. And then we're going to put, let's put it here. Whoop, wrong way. Let's go boink. And then we just hold it and it takes it up only so far, see? Then it will take it down. I think it's 13, but I don't know. It's a good number. We're going to take this above what's going to be the roof line. And being this is I want to fall, I'll die. Being that this is like a warehouse and factory type thing, we're going to have a relatively flat roof. It's not going to be super fancy. But I want to get this above the roof line, wherever the roof line is going to be. And we're going to make a certain type of, oh, I forgot to bring a thing. We're going to make a certain type of windmill. You can make just about any kind of windmill you want. We need to put that there. Okay, I need to go get me a block of some sort. So let's mosey on down here. I have this block up here because I have to decide how I'm going to get down there, but that down there is where all of our drawers and stuff are going to go. But I have this up here because it goes here, and this just to mark where that is. So we're going to go into here. Let's see what kind of blocks we have. No. You can use, I think, just about any block kinds you want. Do we have any colored terracotta? We have a light gray. Well, let's use a light gray terracotta. It doesn't matter. It's going to be way up. You're not going to really see it that much. But if you want to have something fancy up there, you can. But this is what the sails are going to start with. So we're going to go up here. Just get that one off for a moment. We're going to stick it right there. That has a sticky thing, so whatever you put here is going to stick. Now, if you use, let me go ahead and this makes this really cool looking scaffold. Now, we don't want that because it will interfere with this. What I want to do is go around like this. And we're just going to kind of make a thing to go around. So I'm going to go like that. And what we need to do is take our windmills, and I'm going to separate them out so I know how much I've got of each. 34. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and real picky about where you put stuff. But the windmill, concentrate and talk at the same time. All right, that's enough of that. Come on, there we go. Grab that. Okay, we can take that off because now we can access the sides of these. You can make, you know, like a windmill with shafts going up, and then this would be sticking out where the green part was sticking out, and this would be sticking out sideways. And then you could put your windmill that way. And I've made fancy ones like that. We may make one. This one's just going to be a kind of utilitarian one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have 3 this way, and the total up is going to be 11. So I'm going to go around. And I'm just going to put 1 on each thing. All right, and then I'm going to go back over here. And we're going to go, and you can go, you see that arrow, it will put it up for you. You can only go so far though. So what I'll have to do, take that off. Shift right click will get you up there like that, and we're going to go like this. It's going to be very simple. We may change it out later. I'm not counting, am I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You got to be careful because you can put it in all the directions. So let's go ahead and do 1 here. Right, and okay, let me get this on. You got the idea of what I'm doing here. There's a one without the wind sail on it that you can do. So if you do this, it'll change it to that, and that works too. So let me go ahead and get this windmill built without falling and dying. And then we will come back and go from there, and I'll show you how to start her up. All right, we are back with this, and what I'm going to do is show you how you can color them. Like you can just do individuals. As you can see, it doesn't use it up. If you hold it down, it will do a bunch. So I'm just going to color this all one color. A bit of a, oh shoot, problem here. All right, that's going like that. I want to get over there, but I don't. Oh, there we go. That's how it works. Okay, good. These off. Can't go through that, so kind of stair-stepping my way down and around. There we go. So I can color these. Then I need to go sleep. Just like that. So once you've got that done, and yeah, I know it's getting dark. Just only take a sec. Once you've got the way you want it, oh, that clashes big time. Oh well, we'll fix it later. If you hold down right click, you can change the rotation of your windmill. This is not going to matter. As you can see, our windmill is working. Should be full rotational force. You can tell that by looking at that little blurb right there. 8192 SU. That is the full amount you can get with a windmill. I can put more sails on it, put more stuff on it. It's not going to matter. It's going to be the same. So that's good. And let's go ahead and clear out of that. We're going to go over here and sleep because I don't like mobs bothering me when I'm building. Some coffee. All right, let's go over here. And as you can see, it's moving. This is the, I don't know what the speed of this is. Once we get some brass stuff going, we can build the one thing that will, you can pick what speed you want. What I want to do And I'll just keep going and going and going. I probably should have done it the other way, but it's no big deal. It works either way. Does not matter in the slightest unless you need it to go a certain direction. So that's going to help us power our general stuff. Now, what I want to make are some of these encased chain drives. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 maybe. We don't need this thing to be super fast, but these are good. Put that there. For speeding things up and whatnot. So I'm going to go into here. Oh, I got to make some of those. So I need some polished quartz. Let's get 3. And we also need sandpapers out there. We're also going to need some levers. Let's get 3 levers. This is kind of the second level of early game create ways of speeding up or slowing down your thing. So what I'm gonna do is over here, we went over using the gears for that, and eventually we're gonna change that out, but right now we're just gonna take this over here. I'm going to take some of this out. I'm just going to go up here. Oh, duh. Can't do that yet. I'm derping everything up. I'm going to grab this. Go ahead and make us some of these. And then go make the other things to put in our encased chain drive. I like to call it a controller, but it's the adjustable chain gear shift. So what we need are 3 of these, 3 of these, 3, okay. This is pretty cool. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go up here. I want to get up here a little ways so that it's out of the way. It's a nice thing about having a nice big space is you can make lots of room for what you want to do. So what am I going to do here? Didn't mean to do that. I think you put one of the plain ones there over here and put that, and you put a lever. Now when you hit the lever, okay, is that going slower or fast? It's going a little bit faster. That's good. What I'm going to need is to put some shafts in between. Let's go ahead and do that. What you do is put a shaft, and if you reverse this, it'll go slower. So you put that there, and this way you can turn on and off to make things. Where'd it go? Where'd you go? Put it somewhere. Where'd it go? Oh, it's over there. Okay, let's grab that. And I like to do it this because it's a little more compact, so I'm going to put that there. The nice thing about the chain drives, 1, 2, 3, missing one? Oh, it must still be in the system. Is that you can use these to, like, for want of a better description, pillar up and make things go, and they always go in the same direction. So unlike the other thing, dang it. Unlike the gear boxes, they don't change the direction. Create. Oh, it's still in the thing there. Okay, good. It's always good to pair them up. But like I said, you can chain them. That's why they're called chain drives, because you can chain them. Now, let's go ahead and put that out of the way. Get up here. All right, it looks like it's going slower, so I've got it backwards. All right, I never can remember because I rarely use them actually. So let's go ahead and take all this down and put that on there. And take this over here. And let's see how this works. That looks like it might be going faster. It's hard to tell right now because, you know, there's just one on there. But if you keep chaining these things, they should... Nope, nope, no. Yeah, they can do that too, so you can kind of go sideways on them. I just can't seem to not do that. Like that. No, I want it sideways. All right. You're being a pill. Stop. All right, how about like that? There we go. Yeah, that looks like it's going a bit faster. Turn it off, slows down, turn it on, speeds up. Very nice for when you have situational things where you need to speed it up for one thing, slow it down for another. I prefer planning myself, but that's okay. We're going to put that on. And that one. And as you can see, it's going at a pretty good clip now. So we're going to bring that down. That's that. All right, eat because eating. I put it up high enough so it's out of the way because we're going to need to make the chain conveyor belts that are going to move things around. And they're going to need some room. So let's see, let's put this up here and this back here. I don't know what I did, but I miscounted on the sales. I got 7 left for some reason. Maybe I had some from before. I don't know. We're going to go ahead and put those away. We don't need those at the moment. Let's see. Is there anything in here we need? Block of cardboard. Let's go put that in the system. Shoot. Okay. So I'm going to need some basic things to set up our storage and retrieval system. Let's see, did I save those things? I don't see them. So the first thing we're gonna need here is a vault. That's a Minecraft vault. I don't want a Minecraft vault. I want A saves it. I want the item vault, because you can put these together and make bigger ones. We're going to need lots of barrels and lots of plates, so I'm going to have to do some plates, which means I'm probably going to have to go get some iron. We are going to need the chain, if I can spell, conveyor, which is this baby right here, and they're relatively cheap. We're also going to probably need more chain. I know I got some, but not a lot. We're going to need packagers. And down the line, we're going to need repackagers, but that's something a little bit different. We're going to need a package frog port. And we're going to need the clipboard for various things. Frog port, we're going to need a lot more slime, so it's a good thing we got figured out how to get slime. We got some, but not a lot. So what I want to start with is at least 2 large vaults. I forget how long you can make them, but you can make them a 3x3, so they're 9, and then you can just, and they're great for putting on trains as well as the fluid tanks. Let's see, what was that? Let me see, iron. We only have 12 of those. I'm gonna go ahead and get half a stack. Once we get this thing over here, it's gonna be a lot easier to, and I can put those things on the vaults, so, and I'll show you how that works just so we can see how to make it just a little easier on us. We'll go home the roundabout way. And then we're going to move all this stuff in the basement and hook it up. I'm going to put that in there. How many barrels do I have? None. Okay, so let me see. 9. And let's make them... Where's the vaults? This. Another nice thing about the Create, if you see on the thing there, it says hold W to ponder. If you hold W down, it's going to show you what it can do and what its equivalent is. This is a 2x2. Yeah, you can't do things manually, but there are ways to get around that. How to put things in, yeah. What I'm looking for is the total capacity. Yeah, you can 3 blocks wide. Let's get to the other part. There we go. 3 times their diameter. So if the diameter is 3, even though it's a square, it doesn't have a diameter, it has a side, then 3 times that is 9. So you can have it 9 blocks long. Wow, that's a lot. Let's make, okay, so let me write something down. I tend to write things down to remember. 3 times 9 is 27. So it's 27, 3. Okay, times 3. Now it's, oh, my stupid monitor just clicked off again. Math in my head. So 3 times 3 equals 9, times 9 equals 81. Duh, 9 times 9 equals 81. I knew that. So each of my large storage vaults will be 81 of these things. So I'm going to need at least 81 barrels. Let me go ahead and go to sleep. Now that we have a tree farm, we have plenty of stuff to make these things. Okay, so the barrel we are going to need, how many we get there? 3? Lovely. Oak. We're going to do this number. Oh. Just get a whole bunch of planks. And I probably should put them in a drawer. We will do that at some point. But I want to do this. There we go. Now, let's make a barrel. Of course, we're going to need a whole bunch of iron, too, to do this. So, I'm going to go ahead and just make tons of barrels. Put those in there. All right, let's see how many vaults we can make. Ready, set, go. 22. Gonna shift gears real quick because I want to get this started. We need glass panes, iron mat. Okay, I should have some, yeah, lava out here. And we're gonna make the drawers that make the lava in the water and the obsidian. Put that in there. Let's do that. Oh, we need glass. Glass panes. Do we have glass? We do. I don't know why I didn't do something with that. Let's get that. All right. And we need a, at least for now, we need a hopper. Nice vanilla hopper. Okay. And we're gonna need a drawer. Because I can't spell. I want this drawer. Because this, put that in there. Very simple system. And I'm gonna go ahead and put it out here. This will, eventually we're gonna, well, you know what, I'm gonna put it over here because we're gonna add it to our whole system. This will make anything that normally when you make a vanilla or any type of other iron farm, it will make the iron ingots and it will make the little, yeah, the flowers, little red flowers. Okay, we're gonna need a void upgrade. And can I get one of these? Yes, I can. Yay. It's going to be a long episode. I'm sorry. Probably, maybe I should look into streaming. Do that. And that. Now, what we're going to need, as you can see, this has the lava, the zombie, but what we don't have is a villager for it. There are other things you can make for this to make little farms or, you know, like trading things and whatnot. What we need to do is go to a village and grab us a villager. So let's just go to spawn village. Hey there, you're unemployed. How do we pick you up? Like that, V, okay. As you can see, he's now in my inventory. And he will, annoyingly, make noise in your inventory. And you can go collect a bunch of villagers and then make a bunch of farms. So you want to get mending books and that. It works the same. It's got a little button that lets you change the thing. And anyway, let's put him in here. Now, that's all we need. It will make iron and poppies, I think they are. Just keep doing it. Okay, let's see. Do we have any poppies in here? Nope. All right, we're not going to worry about it because it does have an internal buffer. Let's go ahead and put that there. When it works, it will put some stuff here. And then we'll put the poppy down here. And then it will just make it. And it will do 8.2 thousand of each. And then it will start voiding. Isn't that cool? Oh, look, there's Herbert. I made a couple other Herberts. The other one ran off somewhere. I put 2 up there because I kept getting the dudes coming and shooting at me. So I put them up there, but I think they ran off. This guy's here trying to figure out how to get out, and he can't. Right, okay. So what I'm going to do, let's see. Where am I going to put these? Because this is going to be filled up with all kinds of machines and stuff. Let me go ahead and start it here, because once we get it on, as you can see, once you put in a way to connect it, it will automatically connect. Let's put this up a bit. I'm not sure I want it right here, though. Needs to be, you know what? It doesn't matter because the chain drives can go anywhere. So we got this. Make sure this didn't go in here. Only got 22. Once we get something set up, I'm going to go ahead and go do some mining. See, look, it just does that until you can't do it anymore. But we're going to need a lot more. That is not going to be enough. So let me stop here and go find some iron. See, we got the one there. It's just gonna work. And I'll have to silence it because it just gets on your nerves. Let me go ahead and put this in here. And as you can see, I have put some little shelf type things to put some stuff on. It just makes it look interesting. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. Are we out of? Oh, we are. And it'll just sit there until it gets enough to do the other. I like to set it up with some belts going into a thing, and that way it just goes. So let's put this in our system, and I'm gonna stop here and come back. We're gonna get something going, including some kind of mob to do our bidding, as it were, here, and show you how all that works. I want to do all that in this episode. So it may be a little longer than normal. It might even go into a couple of hours, but you know, that's the way it is. And then, you know, if I have time and energy, I will do a building episode, and we'll go over the building stuff here. So let me stop here, and I will be back when I have sufficient iron to do what I need to do. And we're back. I managed to find one of those iron nodes down in the deep slate level that had all the iron in it. Well, I didn't get all of it, but I got about almost 3 stacks worth. I've got it cooking up here, as you can see, and I've grabbed some. And we even have some over here, and it started producing poppies, so we know this is working. Just a really nice passive way to get some iron. You can make more than one. You make a whole bunch, and then you get iron even faster. So let's go ahead and put this on here. And we're going to go over and make some more of these vaults. 31 more, according to that. I think we're going to go ahead and just stick with one now, and then we'll make some more later. We can keep chaining it up. No, okay, that's as far as that's going to go. How many do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Each one holds a certain number of stacks. I can't remember how many stacks it holds, but 5. Okay, we're going to need a lot more, but that's okay. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to sit those there for now, because I want to get this ball rolling. I don't want 3 hours of me back and forth going to get iron, etc., etc. I've moved my microphone a little further away from me, so hopefully it's not picking up a lot of the extraneous sounds and whatnot. If you can't hear me, please let me know, and I will try to do my best to bump up the volume. All right, now what we're going to need is we're going to need some of these. These are the chain conveyors. These are awesome. So let me go get, see if I have any cogs out here. I do not have any. Why not? Looks like I got to make some cogs. Okay, not a problem. But you know what? It does help if you get all the parts that you need to make the things you need. Yeah, let's grab that. No, let's grab these. Might need them. It's hard for me to remember. We're going to go this way. We have to be kind of... I put this over here. And those over there. No, I'm going to have to change that out, but that's okay. That's not going to take much of anything. Let's go and put this away. And we will make the stuff we need for, let's make these. A bunch of these. Put those in there. For our system, we're going to go ahead. We need to make some more logs. Okay, let's just go ahead and do that. And we'll make these because we're going to need some of these andesite casings. Bear with me here a sec. No, I want to be able to see it. Go ahead. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Boink. Right? Once we get some stuff set up, this will be automatic and we won't have to worry about doing this. But we need to get this set up first because I want to get our stuff moved. Okay, so that's that. We need more of these. Okay, let's start with 8. We can always make more. Okay, we're going to grab... No, we'll go ahead and put that in there. We don't use them that often, but... How much chain do we have? 26. Probably should make some more. Okay, let's... I like to have lots of chain because you need it to, well, chain these things together. Let's see, what else do we need? We're going to need a couple of packagers. I'm going to go ahead and get 4 for now. We don't actually need 4, but I'm going to get 4. Oh, we're going to need some other stuff too. Let's get our frog ports. Ah, now we have a use for these. I forgot those took the bolts. There. We're going to need 2 over there and 2, 1 for this, 1 for that. Okay. Kind of thinking out loud here, so that's why I don't make a lot of noise and stuff. Okay. 3 frogs. Oh, we're out of that. Okay. Let's see if we can find our dough and our... Come on. Go down so we can sleep, so we can go out there and not get eaten alive by something. Put that in there for now. We're also going to need create, I can't remember the name of it, stock links and a stock ticker. So let's add those to our thing. We're going to make all these things eventually. This is just the coolest thing ever to me. All right, we're also going to need some levers. We can get that after. Let's go ahead and sleep. Like I said, it's going to be a long episode. I'm sorry. You can always pause and come watch it later. You know, a lot of people stream 5-6 hours, and I've never streamed before, so I'm not sure how that works. Where am I going? Oh yeah, I need cactus. I put one there. Probably should do some more, but we'll do some farms and everything. Check and see if the cactus is over here. We need to cook this down. And also use something else. Can't remember what, but it's not important right now. 5. That'll give us 5 slime balls. We're going to need some white. Let's go ahead and cook this. Check on our iron. I love this when I can do a million things at once. That is not working anymore. Oh wow, yeah, went through all that. Do I have any? Eat. Alright, grab one of these. We'll just do this. I know it's kind of a waste, but we're going to do it anyway. Put this away. Yeah, I'm forever putting things away. I do not like a lot of crap in my inventory. It confuses me. Disarray does confuse me. So do we have any more stuff? No, okay. Look over here. We are going to hook this up to the thing just so we have an ease of use for a while until we can get things taken care of. All right, let me put that there and that there. I need some. I don't have any dye left. Okay, I used it up. All right. I need bone meal. How about white? Yeah, we got white. We need more. Bone. Let's go ahead and use these. I found really big. Oh, I got to show that to you at some point. Really big, like one of them desert skeleton things in the. Oh, it was really cool. All right, let's go ahead and grab those 5. That's what we got. Grab these. We'll go ahead and wait for this. Is that it? Did we get all the things? We did. Good. That's done. So I hate to waste it, but it's just lava. Alright, we have those. And that gives us 10. That's pretty good. 12 of those. We're just going to leave those in the system. Our slime balls. There we go. Voila. And now we're going to need, what was I making? I got those. I need one more frog. I think. If we need more, we'll get more. I want a clipboard. These things are very versatile. What else do we need? We're going to need stock links. Ooh, so we're going to need more item bolts, and we're going to need stock tickers. So we're going to need to make this, which, all right, kind of thinking out loud again. So copper, we got plenty of those. Item bolts, we're going to need more iron. Let's go ahead and put this stuff away. Just going to get a whole bleeding stack. Whole bleeding stack. Yeah, I don't mind making this longer because this is where we're really getting into all the good fun stuff. And what's nice is you don't have to go through all the old create stuff first to get to this. You can do this stuff almost immediately. You get a few basic create machines and, you know, you just, oh good, 32. All right, so we're going to make some of these. We're going to need a bunch of these. I'm going to need these for the roofs too. I need these. Come on, we need lots and lots and lots of these. And we're going to make, Let me just go ahead and make the whole stack of them there, or the whole, what I can make. All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are important. And the stock ticker, we're going to need that. So let's see, we got any glass? We do. Let's get the stock ticker. We're going to need a seat. So let's get us a seat. And let's make it cyan. My favorite color in the game. I like a more darker blue-green, but in the game, this is my favorite. Okay, what else do we need? Do we need anything else? I think we can get things set up now. Yeah! Yay! All right, let's see here. Remember how to do this. We're also going to need a mob. So I think for ease of stuff, we're just going to run over here and grab another one of these dudes. There's one that's unemployed. We'll grab him. At some point I'll come over and I'll probably just grab them all, or I'll grab, I'll leave 2 farmers so they can repopulate. But we've got everything we need now. Okay, I think we do. Oh, I'm gonna need some more barrels. Let's just grab half a stack, because I'm not sure. I'm one of those tactile learner people that I have to do things to learn it properly. And if we're gonna have to move all that stuff first too. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll get this set up first. Doing things for me to remember a lot of things, like doing this is what causes me to remember. Putting all this stuff together is what causes me to remember it. I don't remember it by just thinking about it or whatever. I have to do it. I have pictures and stuff that can also remind me, but so it's a lot of doing for me. So it's like pay attention and do what I do. Let's grab some more of this. We're going to need lots of it. I do want to get into that, what is it called? The geode thing, and learn that. So I'm going to have to rewatch a lot of Mondune and a lot of Direwolf to learn how that is done, as long as some other things, like there's a lot of things I want to make and do and get a lot of the things to upgrade all my stuff. Yeah. All right, what we're going to need are some belts. Let's go here. Yeah, you get enough of those things built, you could make a bunch. I don't know what the rate is, but it when you forget about it, it makes a lot. Just like, you know, the tree farm. You turn around, look at it, it's like, whoa, where'd that come from? Okay, let's put that in there. Let's get rid of that too. Like I said, I don't like a cluttered inventory. It just drives me insane. We're going to make lots and lots and lots of these things at some point. So, okay, what am I looking for? Belt. Don't have belt. Did I put things over here? Let's go back. Once we get this set up, we're not going to be running back and forth so much. It's going to be a lot easier. Okay, I need those. I'm going to have to cook some more up, I think. Yeah, those can stay there for now. Everything is going to be together so that we don't have to worry about you know, having to run back and forth and all that stuff. It's going to be put together. All right, we need kelp. There's that. And we're going to have to save some for the other things. Let's see, one. I think I only need one for right now, so we can always come back and get some more. But I'm going to need to do a kelp farmer. I'm going to have to go dig some more up. Right, I think I got everything I need now. What we're going to set up first is the chain conveyors, because we're going to put one here. Isn't that cool? You can put it like that. It has to have rotational force, but once you got one hooked up, you can hook them up and the chain will get them going, so you can hook up things to those. I want to put this, where's the ticker? There it is. We're going to put the ticker right there. This is what enables the mob to see what's in your system. Now, it won't show anything right now because we don't have anything in it. And I think we're going to have to... I'm not going to put this guy on yet because I want to do that last. And this I want to put just here for now. You'll see, you'll understand why later. Oh, we need signs. You know, I just recently did all this stuff, and here I can't remember. So sign, hello, get into the thing. Signs, let's get us some signs. Very important for addressing where you want things to go. We're gonna need... We'll set up this part after. I'm trying to think and play at the same time and nothing's happening. That's going to go there. And you could, these things can float in the air. You can use, and dang, dark again. All right, let's go here. The thing is, I'm going to take this down because I'm going to want to put that stuff over here first. I want to have it along the wall. Okay. Sleep. Throat's getting a bit dry. There we go. Put that away. So I know where it is. Let's go ahead and move this stuff. It's going to make it a little difficult to do some stuff, but that's okay. Grab those. And of course, the tree farm isn't going to be connected at this point, but it will be. Let's grab that. Okay. Oh. All right. It's going to follow me like ducks. Right. So what I need is this. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is the front of those things. So I'm going to put that there. All right, put that like that. I want to give it some room. We got lots of space, so that, and then all that we have, we could, oh, wait a minute. I had more. How much is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, cool. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to start setting up drawers. No. Drawer. This is going to be a challenge. I can see it coming. Okay, I'm not too concerned about what drawer is where, as long as we got all the drawers. Doesn't have to be pretty. I was going to put it in the basement over there, but I like to have all this together. It makes it easier to set it up, to put things away. 1, 2, 3, 4. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move this over here. And then we'll put these over here. And we're going to have lots more of these. This is going to expand big time. So what I want to do is get this. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Where is my other one? That one, that's the blue one. See, and that's going to show you... Oh, it came out. Okay. I gotta have an open hand. No, I don't want to pick it up. No. There. Put those in, and that's going to give me a lot more space. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. That. And we're going to hook this one up as well. Let's go ahead and hook this one up. Single mode, we'll add that. Lots to do today. This is going to be a really good day. And I'm going to replace these cogs with those other things. All right, we're going to do that and that. Not sure exactly how all that works, but that's okay. All right, now we're going to go back in here, and hopefully things aren't going in because we need to lock all the drawers. There we go. I could see it from here, so those are working. The one thing I don't like about the drawers right now, and I need to clear those out, that doesn't belong in there, is that even when you lock them now and you pick something up, you pick it up and it doesn't have any in it, but it's locked, it'll make it disappear. So these are going to be where they're going to be, right here, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. And I'm going to go ahead and do that. I don't know what was in them, but hey, that's fine. Right, so this is going to give me the idea of where these things are going to go. So this is going to need a packager. Packager? No. Yeah. Needs a packager there. And this is going to need a packager there. You see how it kind of goes into that? Now I always get confused. Some of them need power, redstone signal, some of them don't. It just depends on what you're doing with the frogs. We don't want to place the frogs yet because the yeah, where's the, there it is. All right, we're gonna need to get a external storage on this, or no, we just use one of these, that's fine. The frogs and the links and stuff need to be we can put that there. This is a stock link, and these need to be linked, obviously, stock links. So what we could do is we can link it to that, and that's going to give us the link to the storage on those. Do I need one over here? Hang on a second. I'm going to pull up one of my old pictures. I'm in the wrong thing, because I can't remember exactly how it's supposed to look. So let me find the actual picture on it of what that it's in my older pictures. Nope. Nope. Here we go. This is what helps me, is having pictures of things I've done, because it helps to jog my memory as to exactly what goes where. All right. Oh shoot, that's going to open up that. I don't want that. Just a minute. Open with photos. Okay, now I've got a picture. That's all right. That's right. And I don't think that's a repackager. I don't think I need a repackager. I think I just need packagers. I'm going to need a couple more. All right, so let's get back to this. We're going to need some Dufla cheese. Figures. I'm gonna have to do this by hand. I thought I had everything I needed. What are those called? Those are funnels. But I need these because these do the, oh crap. All right, I'm gonna need kelp, electron tubes, and ingot brass. Kelp, I have kelp somewhere, and I have brass, and I have electron, or the other stuff. This, and I'm just going to grab all this stuff because I might need it. I need those and those. Kelp. Don't need those, but I am going to need some redstone and some quartz. I want to get this set up. I think I need more redstone. Where's my kelp? Let's grab that. And that. We're going to need all that, I think. Oh, we have lots of those. What am I missing? I'm going to grab that, and we're going to just go put that in a drawer. Kelp. Where's my kelp? This is a problem when you're trying to do this. I'm trying to get clever and it doesn't work. Where are you? I don't have it on me, do I? I have it on me. We're gonna get some of this because we're gonna need that. I'm gonna need a crafting table for right now. And I like to have one over here anyway. Oh, there's a crafting table. We're gonna need one over here, so it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna bother with that. Right, we need some of this. Let's get 6 of them. Let's get this stuff, and we're gonna put that in there and that down there. This is called being prepared. Yep. Okay, that's done. Let's use this one. That's why I put the rose quartz in my offhand, because it's easier to okay. No, it went off out of my offhand. It's easier to change out the sandpaper than it is the rose quartz. We need some iron plates. We're gonna need a lot of iron. A lot. Where's all my plates? Here's some plates. That's 1 plate. That's right. Ah, darn. Have I got iron on me? I know I can get iron. Duh. Let's grab that iron. 16 of them. Let's go ahead. See, this is how you learn how to do this. And once we're done with this, then we'll stop and we'll I'll do the building one, because that's important. All right, brass funnel. I'm going to need these, so let's get all of those. 3, 4. Let's go ahead and get 4 of those. I'm going to put this in here for now, just to get them out of the way. Put little Herbert in there. I'll go ahead and put those in there for now until we need them. Right. All right, we're going to need the funnels. If I got the funnels on me. Yes, I do. Okay. And it's time to sleep again. Yeah, so, yeah, a little scattered, but I'm getting there. We'll get this done here in a little bit. Once this gets up and running, it's gonna fly. I say fly. All right, so what I'm gonna need are some these. That's gonna go like that, and there's gonna be a belt going this way. And shoot, I really need that to be up one. Think about what I'm doing here. I want this to be in the same place, and this is actually easier to do it this way than to take the other thing down and have to hook all that up. So here, 2, 3, 1. The rest of them. Whoop. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Wait a minute. Oh, you want to be that way, don't you? Yeah, it likes to have it a certain way. So we're going to put it a certain way. Do, and do. And there we go. Like that. Perfect. Yeah, I want this all on the same level. So I'm going to put that there. Put that there. To this, see, this had already had a link. So what you do is if you put it in there, that'll clear the link. And I'm just going to clear all the links because I want these all to be the same, and I'm not sure if they will be. So I've got that linked. And I'm going to need one of these because it needs to be here. This is going to be on there. See how that turned green? That means it's hooked up to an inventory. All right, then we need the starting thing, but what I'm going to go ahead and do is grab this, and we're going to put, this is going to be expanded, but we're going to need a very long, we're going to start there. Let's grab our mechanical belt, like that. Now we can start putting stuff on. This is going to go here, so that anything that can will go in there. This is going to be the one that it goes in first. But what you have to realize is that when you have the packagers and stuff, it's going to package things up into packages, and I'll show you what those are because we're gonna feed all that stuff into here. So what you have to have are some. Put that like that and get those. That'll be it for now. All right, I'm going to set up those things after, but this is going to go into the drawer and out of the drawer. There's different ways to do things. What we need is over here is just a barrel. It's kind of a just kind of a thing to transition it, and we're going to put one of these here, and then that's going to go there. But before it goes into here, it has to be repackaged. So I wonder if I got should have enough room. Yeah, we should have enough room. All right, so we need this closer to here. We need a repackager here. All right. What it's going to do is when things come in here, and I'll show you better once we get it hooked up, it's going to unpackage, bring it through here, because this won't take packages. It only take what goes in the drawers. And it's going to come in here and repackage it to put it in here, and then it's going to unpackage it into the thing. Seems a little crazy, but trust me, it works. So that's how we need to set that up. Awesome. Let's see if I've got everything. Yeah, except for the froggers. All right, so what I want to do next, I know I get it at some point. We're going to need those to hook them up. We're going to need that. I tend to like to use the shafts to make a post because, you know, if we bring something down, we may need to use that for something. So let's see, we need to have it relatively close to where the frog is going to be. So I think what I'll do is put it behind, and I'll put, whoop, I don't want it that way. Put one there. And we're going to have, are we going to have a frog here? Yeah, we need a frog here. So we're going to put one there. And we need a frog over here because this frog is going to take stuff out of and put into as needed. So we want to put this one. No, I don't want it like that. Do is just go like that. 3 is good. You can make it higher, but you got to keep in mind you can only go so much distance between the frog and the chain for it to recognize it. And these are pretty big, so give it a little bit of room, but that way the frog will have plenty of room. We're going to go up here, do that. Right, and we're going to take a chain, and these will go any way you want. Back, forward, side, out, azimuth, whatever. See, and that will take some of the chain depending on the length, and I think you can go as far as 32. You know what? We need the chain for the frog. So if this... I'm going to change this up just a little bit. Bear with me. I want to have it on the same level just so it looks halfway decent. We'll put it here. We'll go up here and we'll go to there. Yeah. You can have 32 blocks between these things. You'll use more chain, but it just works better. So I've got that going there, and we're going to want one over there for the guy over there. But right now, let's just do this. So what I'm going to do next is we're going to do the frog ports. These are just little metal frogs that will sit up on these things. What you want to do is you want to right click it on a chain and then place it where you want it. You see he will point towards where you're going. This one I'm going to change his name. You can change his name. This is going to be main INV. I always call it that. You could have it send and receive, or you could have it just send. There's another way where you can make it just receive, and we'll get into that. I've got to do the redstone power, and there's 2 different ways to do that. But we're not going to worry about that at the moment. So that's going up there. That's going there. We need a frog port over here. And we are going to just go there. And poink. Okay. And this I'm going to name, just so I know who it is yours. All right? And he will send and receive, but normally it'll come in on this conveyor. And what I'm going to do here, did I bring any of my things? No, I did not. Sorry, it's a little scattered. We'll get it all together. I don't have any. I am out. So I'm going to look for it, and I can't do it there. Fortunately, what I need is some of these, and I need this, some of those. I don't need those right now. Let me make some more, because I'm going to need to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. The yeah, the gearboxes, like, okay, so I can make 3. That's fine. That's all I need right now. We can add on to this, change it. It's very versatile. So what I'm going to do is we're going to put a gearbox here. I probably should have put it over one. That's fine. And then a gearbox here, and see which directions it's going. It's going in the wrong direction. So I'm going to go ahead and put another gearbox right there, so it's going in the right direction. So it goes. Anytime I send anything from anywhere, including that dude over there, it's going to come here into the main inventory. I'm going to tell things to send it there. And it's going to come in and go into this belt. And then it's going to try to put it here. It'll unpackage it here. try to put it in here, and if it won't go in here because drawers, then it'll come back in here to repackage, and it'll go down the line. And we can do more and more and more of these. It's going to be great. Right now I just have the one big one, and that's going to hold everything. And let's go ahead and sleep. We're almost done with this, believe it or not. So as you can see, we can power from that, power to that. It's just really great. Put that in there so I don't have it in the way. Some of these I need to put the levers on. And I'll go ahead, I got that there, where this one, yeah, that's perfect. There and there. I've got 5 levers for when I need them. The one going here needs a lever to turn it on, so that way it'll send and receive. Let's see, this one needs to be turned on like that, because it'll hold it up. It won't let it go anywhere if you don't have it on, but it depends on what it's doing as to what you need it to do, etc., etc. All right, we need another frog. We have to make some more. I always have to ride these things. We're not going to put a frog on this because it doesn't need it. It doesn't really do anything other than repackage, even though it's not a repackager. Oops, that was wrong. We're going to take this guy and put him here. Okay, and this is going to be Vault 1. Okay, and that's send and receive. And I don't think, do I have to put a thing on there? We'll find out. Probably not, because it's green, so like I said, I can't hardly remember sometimes. So that's going out, that's going in, this is going out. Everything is fairly well set up. So what I want to do, there's 2 things I want to accomplish before we end this episode. I know it's going to be long, sorry. So it is. 2 things I want to accomplish. I want to get this system up and running, and I want to get all the stuff in those chests put in here. How am I going to do that? I am going to, because I have the carry-on mod, I can just pick them up and bring them over here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them on a belt, and everything's going to come out and go on the belt. So you'll see how that works. And what will go into the drawers will go into the drawers. What won't go into the drawers will end up in the vault. So I'm going to pick these up because I'm going to use this as a temporary link between my drawers and my vault. Go ahead and pick them up. Okay, they're all in there. See, this is nice and full. I'm going to pick one up. It's a little slow going, but that's okay. Just get them over there, one at a time. And here's what I want to do. Put that there. I'm going to grab a cobblestone. I'm going to go over here and put the cobblestone there. We're going to put this there. We're going to take a brass funnel, because the brass funnel will do up to like a stack at a time. And hopefully, if this works right, it's going to start exiting things out of there and put it on a belt and put it in here. And then we'll see how well that works. Oh, no, we're going to turn it around. It's facing the wrong way. It's confused. It thinks it's going in when it needs to be coming out. So we need to take our wrench and change it. And this is just a temporary thing. There we go. There it all goes. Wait a minute. What was that? Was that silver? And I'm going to create drawers for some of this other stuff as well. and so it's working. You see how it makes the packages? Isn't that cool? Makes the packages, and you can pick up the packages, you can throw the packages, you can carry them around, you can do all kinds of stuff with the package. So this chest is done. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and throw it on there and just let it go into the vault. And there's a thing I'm going to do later, not today because we got enough to do today. It's going to show me how much is in there, and you know, whether or not it's, once it's full it won't accept anymore, just like the drawer controller, but it'll just go off the edge. So what we'll probably end up doing, just in case for the time being, is I'm going to grab this. I'm just going to put this here for now. Don't have anything in there. Doesn't look like it. This is a diamond oak barrel. This has got a very large capacity. And just so that we don't end up losing stuff off the side and having it despawn, I'm going to put this rather large thing here. Put that on it, and anything, if this fills up, which it shouldn't, then I will put it, then it'll put it automatically in here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put all my create stuff in here so I can transfer everything over. I'm just going to put that in there for now. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and just cut here and do this, because you already saw how it works. I'm just going to transfer all this stuff over, and then we'll come back. Okay, I've got it all transferred over. Kind of an oopsie. This needs to be directly into this so that it goes into the drawer system, and then this needs to be on it with a lever and all that with a stock link. A little bit of an oopsie there, but no big deal. That's, you know, happens. But this should, now that this is in here, it should recognize it and pull things out of here. I'm going to have to put these things on so I can get some of the stuff out and put it in the proper place. What I have here is, excuse me, this is the iron farm. I moved from over there, and rather than have several different things, we have already have an iron thing there, and then we have this here, and I'm gonna have to put a void upgrade on that. Is I'm going to put this here for now and put that on top of there, so that will automatically go into here, which should put it into the drawer. I hope. Oh, no. We're going to do it this way. It's easier. Put it on the drawer controller, because there are drawers for both. And just put it on top of there. We may get a some kind of item thing or something at some point, but for right now, that'll work. So that's all done. We got everything transferred over. We don't need this anymore, so we're going to take this down. We're going to go ahead and put that on there. Watch it go into the thing. Yep. And that's going to go not in there because there isn't one. And I want to put this stuff together. All right. So I had to reconnect all the drawers. That is what it is. Let me get my sleeping bag so I can sleep. And we're going to get that done. Okay, put that away. Now what I like to do, just in the interim and while things are being set up, in case I mess something up like I tend to do, all right, is I'm going to put one here and one here of these things, if you recall. And we're going to link these together like that. That's good enough. And I'm going to put this on. Of course, we're going to go right back into this and there and get it all changed to where I want. So this is going to show me what I've got, just like I had before in the other room when I had it all set up. Except for now I don't have a whole bunch of I'm going to put this in the system. I don't have a whole bunch of chests. I have one big vault. Now I'm not sure exactly how much is in there, and we're gonna do next. Let's put this stuff away. Oh, dang it. I can't get my axe. Well, we'll get it. It's in the vault. We'll get it out here in a minute. We can just go over here. Axe, there's my axe. But there's a way to work with all this storage, including the tree farm over there, within Create, which is all, pretty cool. So let's go ahead and get out of that. We don't have any axes in there. Looks like we have all our stuff. Let go. Let's see. Let me check. Iron is a good. Yep, we have all our stuff. So the iron farm's going directly into these. The tree farm's part of that as well. Let's just verify that. Okay. Oak. Oh yeah, almost what three a lot more than that in there of that. So that's working. We've got Herbert over there watching us. So what we have to do next is get this area, not this, but this area set up, and that way we'll have at least a storage and retrieval system. I'm going to pick this up and carry it over here rather than go back and forth. So what I want to set up first, and the thing that confuses me more than anything is, when do you have to have a lever on? Because I never remember, but usually once I set something up, I remember. But this, the frog will either send and receive or only send. Well, if you only want to receive, I think you leave this off. You don't have a lever on, and everything that we have so far has a except for this one. We'll put one on there. We'll find out if we can retrieve from there, and that's how we know. So what we're going to need to do here is set up a couple of these. I don't have any more. I'm going to go over here, and I need 2 more packagers. So where are they? These. I need 2 more of these. Am I out of cardboard? No, we can fix that right up, just like that. Get another packager. We're going to get 2 more frogs. We need item vaults. We don't have any of those. Do we have any frogs over here? I got vaults. And I got vaults in there. Nice. Okay. Oh, and I have a frog. Good. So I only need to make 1 frog. Like I said, this is a good interim thing to have until we get everything set up properly. So I need 1 more frog. There we go. All right. So remember what I'm doing here. I need, let me get a couple of these. Put that there. We're gonna need that is going to need, okay, we're gonna grab this, because what we need to do is we need to hook this into our system, into what storage we're using. Everything is off of this storage right now. I don't think we'll have multiple systems, just the one, but you can. So I'm gonna put that there. Now that is hopefully linked to that. All right, and what we're gonna need is, I'm gonna put, let me see how to do this. Give me a sec. And put that there and that there. I'm gonna get my barrels. I'm gonna put 1 there and 1 there. I'm gonna get my packagers. Put 1 on there. I want it to go into the barrel. There. All All right, so now we have those set up. I need some signs. All right, this I'm gonna put here. This is I always put the send out on the right, just how I do things. What I'm gonna do is on this packager, I'm going to put the name of the frog that picks up stuff and puts it on the belt. And that's main inventory. Anytime I want anything to go in the inventory, it's gonna go over there to that frog. So that's there. I believe I need a lever on this guy. Let me wait a minute. No, because he's only gonna send. This one needs a lever, I think, because he receives. And if we turn it off, he does not send. So it'll keep it from taking things back out and putting it back in the system. So I need to get a couple of these, some of this, and some of these. All right, we're almost done with this. All right, what I want to do is I'm going to put like that. All right, excuse you, silly thing. All right, we're going to put, we can always change it. One there. And I have it relatively close to where the frogs are going to be, which should be okay right there. Let's get this on the same line. Lovely. And where are these? All right, put one there. And one over here. And we need our chain, which is right there. And hopefully these aren't too far away. Hook that up. And I'm going to get that out of the way. I'm going to get one of the frogs. And I'm going to put him there. And we're going to call this frog, since it is it's where we send it, we're going to put main send. Because this is the main, we could have more stations set up, but this is the main send one. So this is only going to send, so it won't receive any packages. Okay, so that's important to have a name on him. I name them all even if it isn't important. So we're going to do this. And this is going to be send receive. And he is going, see, we don't have it where we can just do receive. So we're going to do that. And if it's off, it won't, I messed that up. I want this to be, that's going to be confusing. Main receive. Okay. This is going to receive, this will receive packages and it should put it into here. If it doesn't, I may have to put the thing on it. Like I said, I can't remember offhand. One of these needs, we can go ahead and just put them on there, and then we'll turn them on as needed as we test it. So now we have, I like to do this. Kind of give it, that's a little crowded. We'll go like this. And I'm going to make some table covers to put on here. But now everything is hooked up. These are all hooked up into the system, and we'll know that. Let me put those in here when we grab our dude. I like to do him last. Put him right there. That's right there, and you'll know it works when you see him wearing that little visor hat. If you look in here, you should be able to see everything in the system, and for some reason I am only seeing the stuff in the drawers. So what I need to do is take this off, undo that. Where's the drawer one? click on the drawer so it's all part of the same system. It doesn't matter which one is set, I don't think, but no, I need to take this over here. Getting tired. All right, we're going to put that on that, and we may need to put, I don't have one, so we're going to have to, let's get our thing and sleep. We're almost done. Even though this is fairly long, we're almost done. A lot of trial and error here. So let's go back over to this dude. We can't see everything yet. Something's wrong. I wonder if we need... Let's go ahead and test this by... We're selecting what we want. The package address will be main receive. And we're gonna put it on that clipboard, and that's gonna work too. So we're gonna say send these things to me, to this guy right here. So as you can see, it pulled it out and it's bringing it over. And it's going to go around because it's on that side of the thing, and it's going to pick it up and put it in here. Just like that. That is the beauty of this. Oh, so much you can do. But we're going to be done here in a minute. I'm going to go and see if putting a thing on this is going to wake this up. Want to make sure I've got it as it should be. It's fault 1. Let's go back to this guy and see if it's not. I'm going to just take them all off and reset them. I am not seeing that vault. All right. Be back in a minute. Okay, I think I figured out what I did wrong. On these should only be send, because receiving comes in through here. And I had to relink everything because I took them all off just to be sure. This also is send only, so it will send. If you do not have a package address, like over there where it tells it to come here, it'll just spin. It doesn't know where to put it. And you get these lovely little packages. Aren't they cute? You can right click on them or shift right click, and they will undo. They will become whatever's in them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go put all this in here and make sure main send. All right, what's going on? Oh, there it goes. Yeah. You got to have a thing on that for it to go. See, it's sending it over here. It's addressed to this, and it's going to put it in here. Yay! See, for some reason, that one didn't have a thing, so we know that works. So I'm just going to put this stuff into here. This should be receive only. Main inventory. We'll let those go. Yeah, if you've got this on, there we go. It will try to send. So you turn it off. Just go ahead and take that off. And it will only put things in. So it'll only receive if it doesn't have a redstone signal. If it has a redstone signal, it will do whatever this says. So let me go ahead. Put all this good stuff in here, and at some point I will make drawers for all this bulk stuff and put it in the thing. If you have something in a package, you can put it on the thing. But the problem comes is if it doesn't have an address, it will just spin. So what I do is I just undo it, put it in here. Okay, let's see, the dough, the aluminum, that, and this I want to keep on me, and that on me. Those can go in, and all of that. So what I'll do is I'll take these packages off, and I will open them up and put them in here. Yeah, it's hard when you haven't done it in a while. And, you know, for me, a while is like 5 minutes. And you put this stuff in there, and wherever it needs to go, and you can do this too. You can just smack it, and it'll bring out anything that it's got. Oh, wow. That was a lot of stuff. I wonder if I put a package on there, what's going to happen? Probably going to put the package in. It doesn't matter. Right, there we go. And we got all our stuff. It's all working finally. Let's go back over to this guy. Yep, and now we can see everything. Everything in drawers, everything in that bin over there. Just as you can see it on the integrated dynamics thing. And like I said, I'm going to leave that on here for now because I'm going to need to, I don't want that. I don't want that. I'm going to, I wonder if it put that package in here. Nope, it undid it. Good. All right. I'm going to go through and pull everything out of here to put into drawers. It needs to be in drawers. I'm also going to make some more of these things. Is that not working? It should be working. Whatever. It probably a little confused, but it's going to put it in there because both of these things go in here. And it's working great now. So this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning thing. Let's see. Can we make a table cover? And this is the main receive. This is hooked into JEI. And what I want is a table cover or tablecloth in here. There they are. Table cover, tablecloth. Here we go. Now I think all I have for these, this is what we need here, is we're going to need the white one because we don't have, where is it? Let me put these away as well. Put this stuff away. And I'm just going to go ahead and put all this stuff back in the system, and then we're going to make some table covers and we'll be done. All of this is going to go in the system, so I'm just going to throw it all in here. And later on, oh, no, go with my thing. Anyway, we're going to show how to keep it from getting too bogged down with packages by timers and stuff, which is going to be really nice. So let me go ahead and do this and go like that. And let me go see if I can find my axe that I threw in here. Because you can see, once we get some automations going, it's going to have a lot of stuff going, and it gets bogged down real quick if you're not careful. So my axe back. There. And I can put this on the other side, but it's not that critical. Right now, we don't have it set up where we could send it to a crafter or something so that we can automatically make things and have it come back here. What we're going to have to do is, if we want to make something like a table cloth, there's the white one. Okay, we're going to have to tell it to bring the things here, and we have to make it separately. So that's going to make one. But I want 5. I'm probably going to need more than that. And we can dye them and stuff. So it's going to send me the stuff coming to here. It's going to send it in here, and we're going to get some nice white tablecloths when it comes across. Point. And now we can just put that in our personal crafting. And now we only have 10. Okay, so I'm going to put them on top of here. Makes it look nice. And you can put stuff on top of here, and it just kind of holds it. So I'm going to just go put those back. And it's going to send it back over here. And it should go in the main vault, because the vault shouldn't be full yet. There it goes. And that's all done. Yay! So that is our create stuff for today. We're gonna close this for now, and hopefully tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday. I have some things I have to get done tomorrow, and I'm not sure if I will get a decent video out. So it'll either be a quick, easy, short one, or unless things get done quick enough, or I will have to skip and just go on to the next day. Just not sure what's going to happen tomorrow with some of the stuff I've got to get done. So anyway, that is our new create stuff. So, hopefully you can do the same thing. Hopefully I haven't confused you too much. This is a kind of a cobbled up mess right now because I've got a lot of things going into the drawers. Whereas, this is just going into here. We'll explain more later as we go. There are certain conditions that would apply to different things. So, but as we do things, we'll do it, because right now I don't want to cause too much confusion. All our stuff is in here. All that went in there. So let's grab all those. And I'm going to go ahead and put them on here so that hopefully they'll go into the drawers now. Yep. They should go into here, and they have. And then we have all this, as well as our wood and stuff over out there. But I had to wait to get the tree farm so we could make the cardboard, the boxes, so we can make the things and stuff to do the things and stuff. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it hasn't been too confusing. Feel free to ask me questions. I'll try to answer them. I'm not an expert at this at all. I had to go through Polar TT's video on the new stuff, and I had to recreate everything that he had and guess on a lot of stuff in order to understand how it all works. But once you get it, it's a very simple and elegant system, and it's really fun. You can see all this stuff. And I will close with one last thing before we go on. If you have a wrench and you have this, you click on it and you can ride this around. So we could have it all over the place and ride it around. Of course, that's in the way, so it's going to stop us. But isn't that cool? I'm going to put this away. All right, I'm going to close for now, and I'm going to take a bit of a break, and then I'm going to work on maybe some building. If I have time, I might do Tuesday mornings regular video, and that way I don't have to worry about it tomorrow, because it might be a little stressful, and I might even be a day ahead of myself. Who knows? So anyway, y'all have a great week this week. I hope you've had a great weekend, and we'll see you next time. Bye.